Welcome into another edition of Friday Night Fever. I'm your host, Matt St. Jean. The playoffs are upon us. 2A, 3A, and 4A teams all started their quest to get to Hattiesburg. Yes, Hattiesburg. In case you missed it, the MHSAA moved the championships from Jackson to Southern Miss. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got to get through this first round. We've got some great games on tap for you. Rhea Thornton, there she is, will join us in a little bit. The Starkville Academy Volunteers and the Heritage Academy Patriots met in the playoffs for the third year in a row. She'll have the recap, but let's get right to our game of the week. Amari and Mantachie, the Panthers, no stranger to the playoff stage. The Mustangs look to pull off a major upset. And to Amari we go. Panthers finished undefeated in district play. Mantachie won 6 games, the most since 2015. First drive for Amari, Panthers got pushed back by penalties, but those were erased quickly. Jatarian Ware dialed up the deep ball to Isaiah Smith. What a catch. What a catch. Ruled down at the 1-yard line. Ware snuck it in to put the Panthers up 7-0 early. Ensuing Mantachie drive, the Mustangs trying to answer. Jacob Hawks tried to hit Jace White with the option pitch, but the ball was behind him, and TJ Hubert recovered. And, you know, when you turn the ball over to a good team, what happens? This happens. The workhorse of the Panthers, Charleston French, dragged about 4 Mustangs across the goal line. Extra point no good. 13-0 Panthers. Mantachie went 3 and out on the next drive, and there's that man again, Mr. French, with the oop, and the whoop. Touchdown, 19 yards out. 3 rushing touchdowns in the half, and Amari looked every bit the wrecking ball they have been. They cruised to a 54-6 victory. They'll play the winner of Humphreys County and Independence. I'm sure we'll find out that score next Wednesday. Let's hit up some 2A action. Baldwin hosted Leland. Baldwin lost the district title on the last game to East Union, and they took that personally. First quarter, Baldwin got started early on the ground. Amari Marshall handed the ball off to Josiah Christian, and all the way down, making people miss, just brushing people off left and right. Big time run, and with a face mask, that got him another 15 yards. First down, Baldwin. After getting down into enemy territory, the Bearcats struck first. Marshall tossed to his left to Braylon Pippin. Don't call him Scotty, that dude's Braylon. Here's Braylon, put Baldwin up 7-0 early on. After a pick 6, Baldwin was back on offense. That gave them a 2-score lead. They're in enemy territory now, and they score again. That's Marshall on the QB keeper. Baldwin up 21-0 at that point, and they go on to win 41-12. Bearcats will play Choctaw County next Friday. To Blue Springs, the team that beat Baldwin for the district championship, East Union taking on Obannon. East Union came out with a vengeance, riding that district title momentum. They're up 36-0 at that point. And the Obannon quarterback, oh yeah, there's nothing doing. That's a lot of brown and yellow right over the offensive side of the ball for no gain. That forced a Obannon punt. On the ensuing drive, Riley Williams with the pitch and the run. That's 19 yards. No sign of letting off the gas. Rhett Johnson, QB1, rolled away to get away from a defender, aired it out to Hayden Roberts. Oh, a little juke-ski there. Touchdown, 40-yard hookup. East Union, they stomped Obannon 43-7. The Urchins will host East Webster next week. The Wolverines beat them in Blue Springs earlier in the season. Pontotoc, the Grinders of 4A, hosted Gentry. Pontotoc, the district champs, and they got a battle from 4-seeded Gentry. Pontotoc looking to put points on the board, and it is blocked, and almost clips our cameraman, my man Alvin, ducking out of the way. Scoreless after 1 quarter. Gentry trying to break the tie. Chris Bell connected with Braden Warren. This is a wild play. Warren catches it over the middle. Nice little stiff arm, nice little juke, and he's going all the way. Oh! Gets the ball punched out by Malachi Brown, but right into the end zone. A little unlucky for the Warriors. Gentry went up 7-0. Pontotoc looking for an answer, but that ain't it. Stuffed at the line. But they're going to keep going. They persevere. They're grinders. Grinders. Townsend handed it off to Andrew Berry, and he dives over the end line. That's a touchdown that evened the game up at 7. This game went into overtime, double overtime, and Pontotoc prevailed in double OT, 35-34. They'll play the winner of Kosciuszko and Caledonia. And speaking of, let's go to Caledonia, where the Cavaliers hosted their first ever playoff game, looking for their first ever playoff win. And the Cavaliers looked like they had something to prove early on. Carson Guillette getting the interception off a tip ball. A little nice catch on the tip drill, and that turned into this. On 4th and goal, Cavaliers quarterback Daniel Wilborn takes it in himself, pushing through the pile. Caledonia was up 17 at that point. The Whippets did not go down without a fight, but the Cavaliers held on to win 31-24. Warriors and Cavaliers next week at the Hollow in Pontotoc. Itawamba looked to keep the good times rolling against Choctaw Central. Fulton fans fully expecting a win tonight, and early on, they got what they paid for. Ty Davis dropping back, and he dropped a dime to our Vesta troop for the 30-yard touchdown pass, but the Indians up 7-0. Choctaw Central needed a cup of Joe to get them going, more like a cup of Eli Joe. That's the name of the quarterback. See what I did there? And he found Jariah Jimmy for a deep ball. A nice gain. Next play, it's Joe to Jimmy again, this time for 6. Choctaw went into the half up 14-7. Itawamba stormed back to win 28-24. They'll play Ripley, who beat Yazoo City in the next round. Down to Collinsville. The Troopers took on West Lauderdale. This is the first time in program history that these two teams have ever played each other, and something tells me that Morville doesn't want to see these guys very much. We'll start out with West Lauderdale on the ball. Things got a little confusing on this play. Like, the camera person had to zoom all the way out. There was a ball up in the air, then it was down, then it was up, then it was down. The referees came together and called it a safety. So it was 16-2 at that point. Knights with the ball, and this was the big player of the game. Jacarius Grant scampered in for the touchdown. He had a bunch of great plays and a great touchdown celebration with the fans on there. That won't get you a flag. That will just get you credit on Friday Night Fever. Grant had 190 yards, 20 carries, and 3 touchdowns in the first half alone. And there was another one. West Lauderdale advances. They'll play the winner of Senatobia and Houston, which is tomorrow night. Alrighty, it's that time. Band of the Week, playoff edition. Take it away, Amari.
Of the Week is sponsored by Northeast Mississippi Community College.
M-U-S-T-A-N-G-S, let's go Mustangs!
The Friday Night Fever Cheer Squad of the Week is sponsored by Magnolia Soap and Bath Company.
So a little consolation prize for the Mustangs, Cheer Team of the Week. Back to football, it's one of the biggest rivalries in MAIS, maybe even the state. The Starkville Academy Volunteers and the Heritage Academy Patriots. Starkville against Columbus, a little golden triangle melee. Rhea Thornton joins us from the home of the Patriots with a recap of the game. Rhea, take it away.
Matt, you can always tell a good rivalry when it starts to get a little chippy out on the field, and it most certainly did here tonight at Heritage Academy, where the Patriots hosted Starkville Academy in the second round of the MAIS playoffs. It was a pretty even evenly matched game in the first half with a score of 14-9, but it was the home team, the Patriots, who struck first in the second half as Mac Howard found Mitchell Woodard for the deep ball in the end zone. A nice catch by number 7 with the defender in his face. Pats go up 21-9. The Vols of Starkville Academy charged down the field, hoping for an answer, but on third down, Randall Footrall scrambled and gets caught by the Patriot defense, forcing the Vols to kick a field goal, and the Patriots still led after that field goal by 9. And the Patriots said, why not further that lead? So Howard felt like it was his turn for some action and takes it in himself. It was Heritage who came out on top tonight, ending the Volunteer season 31-12. With this win tonight, Heritage Academy will advance to the semifinals of the MAIS playoffs. They'll take on the winner of Oak Forest and Simpson Academy, which happened at 7 p.m. tonight as well. Reporting live in Columbus, Rhea Thornton, WTVA 9 Sports.
Thank you, Rhea. Let's go to the Delta. Calhoun City taking on Northside. It was 6-0 in favor of Calhoun City second quarter. And look at this pop. Oh, what a hit. What a hit by Jalen Williams, jarring the ball loose. So the Gators had to punt. And so the Gators going back to punt on this one eventually. Yes, here we go. And they faked it. They faked it and kept the drive alive. Northside, they beat Calhoun City. They will not go back to the state championship this year. They'll play the winner of Potscamp and LaFleur. We'll get that score as soon as we can. And then we've got South Pontotoc and Clarksdale. Clarksdale all over Pontotoc in this one. We're running out of time here, so I apologize to our South Pontotoc fans. Clarksdale won 41-0. They will play Louisville in the next round. And remember, Giant of the Week, that opens tomorrow. Have a great weekend. We'll see you here next week.